We hit halftime as we do all season. We'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And again, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. Switch.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Past the 20. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
On the handoff.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, Presley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Presley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Presley got a man, and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Michelle. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Presley, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the 1st half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Presley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
taken down.
A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 37-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
Come on. You better bring it. Alert.
58, right over there. Right
Here we go.
Mike, 58, right there.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
48 to Mike.
Better bring it. You better.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From the gun, Presley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Presley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
46-yard line.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Presley. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Forced out to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Allen to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw of overtime for Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. From midfield, here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Down at the 20.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Bills 20, Patriots.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Buffalo, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.